Let's do this.
What is up, everybody? It is me, Blaze Buster, and today I will be showing you how to get a really good deck that's really consistent. Now, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, I'm not very competitive in like the ranked duels, because if I go up here, see, in the past 5 seasons, I've only gotten Rookie, and I haven't played in the others. But this season, I've gotten Gold Rank 3 already, just from starting to play ranked duels last night with this deck. Now, to get this deck, you will need Crowler and GX, and you will need, hold on, this, Ancient Gear Awakening. It will help you. You don't actually need it, but it'll help you. So, you won't even be using all these cards, honestly. But what you will be using is this, and I'll give you some examples. This is the deck. First, we got Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. If this card that was tribute summoned by tributing an Ancient Gear monster attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. If this card was tribute summoned by tributing a gadget monster, it can make a second attack during each battle phase. If this card attacks your opponent's spell or trap cards and monster effects cannot be activated until the end of the damage step. At the end of the damage step, if this card attacked, you can destroy one spell or trap card on the field. Now that's really cool. He's really powerful. This deck doesn't have any gadget monsters, so you can't use the gadget. But this deck doesn't have any monsters that aren't like Ancient Gear monsters. Next up, you got Ancient Gear Golem Ultimate Pound. You got one of them. Cannot be special summoned if this card attacks a defense position monster. Inflict piercing battle damage up to twice per turn. When this attacking card destroys a monster by battle, you can discard one machine monster. This card can attack again in a row. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can add one Polarization from your deck to your hand, and if you do, add one other Ancient Gear monster from your graveyard to your hand. This card is really good if you want to finish the duel quickly and you've got a bunch of Ancient Gear monsters in your hand, or machine monsters, because I'd use this to beat the duel all the time. Then you got normal Ancient Gear Golem. He inflicts damage to your opponent, even if they're in defense position. I'm not going to read that. Ancient Gear Engineer, he's okay. I wouldn't really sacrifice him, but what I would do is activate Gear Town, which is a card in this deck, then summon him for free. Then Ancient Gear Box, use this as defense. And Ancient Gear Hydra, you can use that if you're in a pinch. Because with, I'll show you in a minute. Ancient Gear Beast, it's really good for, like, at the beginning of the duel, if you get Gear Town or you're, like, in a pinch, you can summon Ancient Gear Beast. Ancient Gear Frame. Now, Ancient Gear Frame is really good for getting Ancient Gear Golem or Ancient Gear Golem Ultimate Pound, because that's his ability. And then what you can do is, if you get Polymerization, you can get Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Ancient Gear Wyvern, same as Ancient Gear Frame, but he's stronger. Ancient Gear Soldier, just a guy to help you out, like, fight against enemies. Now, I can touch up on this deck later on, because this deck is in its middle phase. Next up, Ancient Gear Cannon, just a card to inflict damage to your opponent or use to sacrifice. Gear Town. Now what this does is you can summon Ancient Gear monsters with one less tribute, and when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Ancient Gear monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard, which is really good. Ancient Gear Castle. Now this All Ancient Gear monsters gain 300 attack each time a monster is normal summoned or set. Place 1 counter on this card. If you tribute summon an Ancient Gear monster face up, you can tribute this card instead if the number of counters is equal to or greater than the number of required tributes. So you can use this if you're in a pinch. Ancient Gear Fist, you don't need this, but this is good if like they got like a god card and you need to get rid of it or something. Oops. Ancient Gear Tank, this equipped to an Ancient Gear monster, it gains 600 attack. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, inflicts 600 damage to your opponent. You can equip that to Ancient Gear Cannon to do a good amount of damage if you want, or just equip it to a strong monster to make him stronger. Polymerization, got 2 of those, just in case. Ancient Gear Fortress, it's good. Magical Mallet, if you get a bad hand, you have that. Magic Jammer, just like if they activate a spell card, you can use Magic Jammer. Rainbow Life, discard 1 card until the end of this turn. Whenever you take damage, you would gain amount of life points instead. It's pretty good. Wall of Disruption, when an opponent monster declares an attack, all attack position monsters your opponent controls loses 800 attack for each monster they control. This card is really good for fending off opponents. And then here he is, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. Now this guy is your strongest card, because he's a fusion monster that takes Ancient Gear Golem and 2 Ancient Gear monsters. This card cannot be special summoned except by fusion summon. During battle between this attacking card and the defense position monster, whose defense is lower than the attack of this card, inflict the difference as battle damage to your opponent. If this card attacks your opponent, you cannot activate spell or traps until the end of the damage step. If this card is destroyed, you can special summon 1 Ancient Gear Golem from your graveyard, ignoring the summoning conditions. This is a good card. A really good card. Now, if you can summon him on your first turn, then your opponent is done for, almost all the time. Now, the ability you have is Middle-Aged Mechs. What this does, activates the continuous spell Ancient Gear Castle at the beginning of your first turn. So if like you're in a pinch and you need to like summon Ancient Gear Golem because they got like a really powerful monster, you can use this and get it. Okay, I will prove it to you guys by doing 2 duels. One against this level 30 Cyrus, which isn't hard. Well, it can be to some people. So I'll show you the true power of this deck after this duel against someone even stronger. Alright, let's do this. Alright, you also want to try and go first. Well, you can't choose it, because if so, then Ancient Gear Castle will go down on your first turn. It's Dr. Prowler. Teach you to respect my PhD in dueling. I'm sick of always being scared. I'm gonna face my fear and win. If you say so. My turn. Okay. Class is in session. Now, activate Ancient Gear Fortress. Activate my continuous spell, Ancient Gear Fortress. And set down Ancient Gear Cannon. 1. End your turn. It's my turn. I draw. Fire, Jetline. I'm setting a card. Let's battle. Jetroid, attack! It's okay. I end my turn. Boom. You need to study more. My turn. On the 3rd turn. Then you can do this. Step forward, Ancient Gear Golem. Got Ancient Gear Golem on my 3rd turn. Or my 2nd turn. On the 3rd turn, like a duel. Then battle. On the 4th turn.
Here I go. It's my turn. I draw. I set a monster.
Ay. That's not gonna help you.
It's my turn. I draw.
Ooh.
Here I go. My monster attacks.
Oh no. See, this is level 30, which means he's supposed to be more powerful than any other form. I'm easily winning.
If I can just survive this, it's my turn. I draw. I set a monster. Just because I'm ending my turn doesn't mean I'm giving up.
You should.
You're trying hard, I'll give you that. It's my turn.
Yes, it is. Draw. Then you can just put on it into your tank if you want. Just to make it burn even more. Easy victory. See? Easily wins. Now, I will be showing you guys one more duel. Now, this isn't going to be an easy duel, because it's against someone very, very powerful. No, not the Vagabond. If you don't know what the Vagabond is, he's one of the most powerful people in the game, at least I think. Or maybe I will do against the Vagabond if he showed up. I don't think he showed up, though. Get that real quick. No, the Vagabond hasn't shown up. I'll be dueling against Yugioh level 40.
Oh my god!
Which is very powerful. And if I can win, I can either get Yugioh, Dark Shade, the Sinister Shadow Lord, these cards. So, let's fight. This deck, I don't even think I've lost against Yugioh level 40 with this deck. It's so powerful. I haven't lost against Yugioh ever with this deck. I've only lost like twice against anyone, I think. It's been a while since I've lost. Okay. Alright, we're in. There we go. We're going second. That's okay. It's best to go first, but you can still win if you go second. Okay. Now, that is a trick.
Let's do this.
You'll see why. Yes. Gear Town. This card is really good.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
Choose Ancient Gear Beast. From the Ancient Gear Beast.
Wastelands through the highways till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands through the highways, and on we'll go.
Not bad of a move. But the thing is, now you have no monsters.
We haven't played. No, I don't want no rest.
Oh yeah.
Echoing around these walls, fighting
That's a
to
C
create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat.
About to show you
We'll go
what is a good strategy.
through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays.
Discard one card. Grab Ancient Gear Golem.
Through the wastelands, through the highways.
Adam. Boom.
We'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go. Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go. Through the wastelands. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
Usually she's much better than this. She barely did anything. Usually she would use Mystic Tomato to get out a super strong
Let me
card.
ask you how you are. You should just have to say that you're fine when you're not really.
But here, she didn't do nothing.
That you've actually hurt me. Well, you're wrong. You've only strengthened my will.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
The easiest duel of my
I don't
life.
wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all
So
we
that's
ever trust.
Dr. Crowler
No, I don't wanna waste what's left.
and how to use that deck and how it's so great. It is very powerful. So, just to let you know, if you use this, that you should win, let's say, 70% of the time, depending on your opponent. And I got this stupid card.
Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
It's a very good way of getting points for the event. But it uses up so many things. And like that, did a bunch of stuff. And I will see you guys next time.